Imagine a classroom with children of 13 to 14 years old. Some of them are of Turkish origin, most of them of Moroccan origin. There's not one child with blonde hair and blue eyes and a Dutch family name. I'm their teacher. Today I want to share two little stories with you, and I will use them to illustrate my message, which is that children in certain areas of cities like Amsterdam need the best education, the best schools, the best teachers possible. Because as Melanie pointed out, for them it's the only way out. Wasima says she needs to talk to me in private. And no, it's not possible to just whisper to me what she has to say. It's top secret. So we step outside. Her smile is tiny and twitchy, big brown restless eyes, black curls swaying with every move of her head. Yesterday, miss, just as I was about to start doing my homework, my father came home. He had just finished work. He's a driving instructor, you know. All of a sudden, we heard sounds outside, like fireworks going off. And when we took a look, my father's car, parked just in front of our house, was on fire. The fire brigade arrived, and the police, and there were lots of people in the street. And afterwards, my parents, they had to go to the police station to report what had happened. And I had to babysit my little brother, who cries so much. Anyway, my parents didn't get home until 10 o'clock, and by then it was too late, so I haven't done my homework. Ooh, that's quite a story, is all I can say. And then I ask if they know who did this. No, we don't. It's so weird, miss. When you look through the window now, you don't see a car anymore. Only black burned rubbish with burned chairs standing in the middle of it. My mother will, by the way, try to write you a letter if you want her to prove it's all true. Her writing isn't very good, you know. Nah, that won't be necessary, I say. I believe you. What a story. Yeah, she sighs, and I got into an argument with my mother because I was giggling all the time, and she got upset with me, and she told me to stop, but I couldn't. I suppose you were pretty nervous, weren't you? She nods, looks me straight in the eye. Later that day, I remember all the well-written letters I received at my former school, not even very far from the one I'm working at now. In beautiful Dutch sentences, perfect spelling, faultless grammar, it was almost poetically explained to me why Jorinde or Pepijn hadn't finished their homework. Usually, the family's pet had suddenly passed away, which had caused everyone to be extremely upset and in full mourning. The importance of school had disappeared completely. Letters from a different world. Letters from a different planet. About a month or two after this, I get a phone call from my brother. I'm at school, just about to start a new class. My mother has been taken to hospital. Apparently her last chemo has weakened her. We know she has an incurable, aggressive form of lung cancer. It's Friday afternoon. The school is buzzing with the vibes of the approaching weekend. I'm quite tired and now anxious as well. What is the wise thing to do? Stay on, perform my duty and give some more classes, or leave immediately to get to my mother as soon as possible? I stay. In class, it is as if my pupils sense something is wrong. "Are you okay, miss?" Someone yells a little bit obnoxious from the back of the classroom. Everyone really hopes I'll say yes, because they need me to be all right, since they've got so much trouble in their own lives already, even though they are still so very young. I decide to be frank with them, because my phone can ring again any moment, and I'm not my usual self, and they need to understand. So I explain the situation. My mother, cancer, chemo, hospital, lethal. At first, it's completely silent. Then the humdrum starts. "It's your mother, miss. You must go to her right now." "She needs surgery. They have to take the cancer out." "If my mother dies, I want to die too. Bula." I explain that for me it's different, because I'm an adult with my own life and my own family. I don't need my mother anymore, not like they do. I've learned to take responsibilities, eating healthy, getting enough sleep, coming to work in time. I end with a big smile, saying, "All those things you are still learning." We all chuckle. And then there's not much left to say, but it's comforting in a way to be silent like this together, even if it's just for 1 minute. "Maybe we should make something for your mother, something nice and pretty." It's Hamza. Of course, it's Hamza. Hamza is a big Turkish boy who always sweats because he wears this multicolored polyester jacket and is at least 20 kilos overweight. He loves making jokes and can't seem to stop himself disrupting class with his funny remarks. He's made me crack up with laughter many times. But now his voice is different, and he's got a serious glow over his face. "Our next class is arts," Wasima says. "I'm sure the teacher will be okay with it." Everyone's relieved, it seems. They really like the prospect of being able to do something about the situation. Next Monday morning, I run into Hamza in the big hallway. "How's your mother doing now, Miss Mischke, and how are you?" His head at an angle, his eyes into mine, his voice friendly, his hand very softly and protective on my shoulder. I tell him my mother is still in hospital, but feeling much better, and that I visited her with my children. Hamza nods understandingly and calls out to his classmates who are standing a little further down. Within a few minutes, I find myself surrounded by some 10 eagerly moving pupils who have given me a folder filled with handmade cards with drawings and wishes for my mother. They want me to take a look at them right there and then and give my comments. On one of the cards, I see a big crying eye above a bucket that is already running over. And there are beautiful flowers, butterflies, and lots of little hearts in all kinds of colors with greetings, wishes, and love. And I read a text. "Mrs. Mischke, forget about the negative and focus on the positive." For a while we stand there together in a little flock of warmth and lovingness. All children deserve the best schools, the best education, the best teachers possible. The children in the area where I work need the best education, the best teachers, and the best schools possible, because for them, it's the only way out. Thank you very much.